All right. There are a few more people that say they will join, but we're not going to wait for them. We can get started already. Uh, nice to meet you, Ahmed. Thanks for joining. This is a Listadum Office Hour, and today we are reviewing listings. And so we'll ask you if you want to send links of a listing or two that you'd like to see reviewed in the chat, and we'll go in there and we'll share our screen and we'll give our thoughts about it. It's kind of the format today. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask them, either in writing or you can raise your hand and speak as well. And if more people join, we will ask them to send listings as well that we'll review. If not, you will have an hour for yourself.
Okay, no problem. That's me.
Okay. So chat is here. Now, if you can write a message somehow and copy paste it if more people are joining, so that people add their listing link into the chat. Can you write that for us? Yeah. Hello.
I'm sorry,
Welcome.
what did you want?
Can you write a message in the chat that you will copy paste every time there are new people joining?
Okay.
Yes. Also, your audio is working. All right. Oh. Yeah, your audio is bad.
It's my hair. Okay, you should be fine now.
All right. So restarting this. This is a Listadum Office Hour. We are going to review listings today. Don't hesitate to send a link to your listings in the chat. We will pick them in any random order, and we share our screen and keep our thoughts about them. And let's get started. I see that Hamed sent a link. So let's have a look to that. Tuk tuk. I'm going to share my screen. And all right. Thanks for sharing this, Ahmed. This is a listing from your shop, Retro Loom Studio. And it's kind of good. Okay, so let's have a look to this. Now, how do we do that today? You're muted.
Okay, so first of all, it's a new shop. Congrats on opening a new shop. And
Thank you.
you mentioned you're in India, but the shop is listed in UAE.
Yeah, I live in UAE. Right now I'm in India.
Your voice is breaking. I can't.
I live in UAE. Right now I'm in India.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right. So first of all, let's just look at your thumbnail image. Cyril?
I think it does a clear job at showing what the item is. It's centered, it's well centered and it's showing the item in its entirety. I feel though it's kind of missing both in terms of like contrast and in terms of like attracting people by showing them a little bit what it's going to look like in a home. Like it's a little bit taken out of context. Do you see that as well, or is it okay for this type of product, you think?
I mean, I've seen both. Like people on Etsy do both for, especially for lighting fixtures, where they just highlight the light. But I feel that it works better for like the single light things that there are other in the shop, which I can see. For this case, I almost feel like a lifestyle image would be better. Because like the first image is just the ceiling and the others are close up. And the lifestyle images come much later, right?
Yes. So
Overall, I think there's like a good job of, you haven't mentioned the finishes, you have mentioned the colors, you have mentioned the size, and you have good, I mean, overall, like high quality listing images. I think you have answered most of the questions. What I would add here is like 1 or 2 slides of first, who are you? Like basically the goal of listing images is that the buyer, like to build the buyer's trust. And you have done a good job by adding all the details and all these things, but it's missing the personal connection that you need to kind of make the buyers have with you. So answering who you are and why they should trust you matters a lot. So basically, I would add here in terms of trust, like how is this shipped? Because if it's shipped from so far and your primary market, 50% of sales comes from US. So I'm assuming if your primary market is US, they would like to know how it is shipped. They would like to know who you are and why they should trust. So adding a slide of, say, 100% guarantee, like satisfaction guarantee, or like process of making these lights, is it sustainable, is it not, like all these things, and then shipping information. Those are the top 3 I can think of. Cyril, do you know anything else?
No, and I will double down on what you just said. I think us here at Listadum, we really believe that the images is kind of the one most important thing you need to do on your listings. There is your thumbnail image, which is here to catch people attention when in search results. And then there is your supporting images. And here you do a good job at showing. So before it's only allowed 10 images, no, they allow 20. Does this mean you should use 20? Not necessarily, but at least 10. You are doing a good job at showing the item under different angles. So that's pretty good. You have like different angle, although this one is just like a more close-up. It may be not as useful as something like this, something like this. You show that there are variations in colors. And so I will maybe even call more the attention on the variation. For instance, making more like you do it sometimes here or here to put annotation on your images, which is great. This is fantastic work here on the images to show some annotation. And I will show more annotation maybe on these ones to maybe point at the fact that this is customizable, and also because you have different colors, you are going to show the different colors over there. But it might be beneficial here to point at this and to say customizable pole part. I don't know exactly how it's called.
Yeah.
And to say which color is portrayed in that photo. Additionally, there are some photos, like see, for instance, this one, it's unclear what this is. Like the thing is off center. So does that mean, for
What's going
instance,
on
that
here? Did you
does
use
that mean
AI?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So
Awesome
remove
photo.
that picture right now because that picture is wrong.
wait, is it wrong, or is it that the
No,
center
it's
can be
wrong.
moved?
It's supposed to be in the center. Look
How
at
do
the
you
other
know?
pictures. Okay, fine. I don't know, but it's confusing.
How do you know? So if the feature here is that you can move it and it's not necessarily in the center, then call out for it. if this is AI that created this image and it's weird and it's not supposed to be like this, then remove it, because you are going to have a lot of problem if you sell this thing and it is not true to what people are going to receive.
Also, like I noticed that in the listing, you have primary color as your variation option, but you have two options in your last two slides. So there is a color option for the bowls and there is a finish option, right? I don't see that in your variation options. You only have primary color, which according to me is this slide. But then when you click on it, it's the finishes. So I'm a little confused.
Yes.
Also, like a common recommendation is that people don't really scroll till 10th image. So you want to show them your options and everything in like the third or fourth slide. You know, put your color options, finish options, like most important information in the beginning. And if they still want to browse more, you can add more lifestyle images and all those things.
Yes, I agree with that in the sense that you start by putting a few like
Yeah.
angle images, and so if people just scroll the first 4 images and they have not seen any information, there is nothing indicating that there will be more information on the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th photos. So you probably want to show them from the third or fourth photo that there will be more information, that the photos is a place where they're going to learn more. So I will definitely reorder and show the fact that this is customizable very early in the third or fourth photo to show that there will be color variations, or like for instance showing something like this image that has color variation, or so that and annotated to say that there is color variation on the bowl or on the fixture. And then, as Nea said here, there is only one okay, no, you do the personalization here by asking people to describe what they want.
Why would it
Well,
do that? It's like more confusing for people. It
Yes.
gives you two options, so utilize both of them.
Yes. So you can use a second variation to put all your colors here. If you ask people to put it in personalization here, is it even required? Maybe it is required, but no, it is not required.
It's not required, so it'll be just confusing.
It will be confusing to people. They will, first of all, you need to tell them what to write, and some people will not do it, and then you will have to chase them to try and get an answer on what they actually wanted. So it's probably better to use like you can make like 2 custom variation, one for the bowl color,
Yeah, bowl color and metal finish.
Metal finish for the second one, and you will be in a better place.
Also, like, yeah, I would title these slides bowl colors and the other one like metal finish.
Yes,
it's
so
kind
definitely
of understandable, but because your item is so high priced, you need to almost build extra trust. If somebody's ordering a $600 lighting from your shop, they need to first get all their answers, from the images, and they need to have like full faith in this listing that, okay, if I order, I will receive it like, safe and sound.
Yes.
So yeah, you said returns and exchange accepted. Wow, I mean, I don't accept returns and exchanges, but kudos to you. I don't know how people will ship it back. Your description looks good. I would say, I don't know, like this is not the listing, but your owner image is a group of people, which is confusing. You can just put like your photo or your brand logo.
For you.
Yeah. I mean,
yes.
it's a fun photo, but it doesn't add to your shop. Also, the title, I feel that, so Etsy only shows first 40 characters on mobile and desktop. So the first 40 characters have to be like very, very on point. And I see you have used mid-century modern Sputnik chandelier, but is that really the search term people are looking for? And also mid-century modern is like a highly, highly saturated keyword. So I don't know if it's working in your favor or not.
I will agree with that. Like this title look, it looks like what's at the beginning of the title is not necessarily what's most prominent
But
for your listing?
I'm good.
Sorry?
But in my shop, I'm getting good traffic right now.
Okay, then it's all right.
Yeah.
Cyril, you don't have
I don't have the extension on this.
you don't have your own extension?
Oh, it's Safari and not.
Okay, I know. Sorry, I was joking. Yeah, okay. So
Okay,
I
so to summarize a little bit, I think the thumbnail might be okay. It's clean. There is no problem with that. But I would experiment with a lifestyle shot in the thumbnail instead, so that we can see it more like in situation in an actual room with actual light. I will maybe like sooner rather than later in the images, bring some images that start answering questions and show that there will be variations. Because right now, especially if you look at the title, it's like green glass setting. There's nothing in the title that tells you that it's customizable or personalizable. And so I will bring back this image sooner. And I would definitely put more of this annotation that you are showing. This annotation, this is great work to annotate your images and not let people guess what you are trying to show them. So definitely show more of this annotation early on, so that you tell people, you tell them, we are taking you on a journey. We are going to answer your question with these images. Stay around. Your title might be enough. Your variations here could be improved. Instead of using personalization, use the 2 variations and you will already be in a good place. Other things I see here, you have some notion of like scarcity for your stock, which is pretty good, and a little promo that can always help, especially at the beginning when you are trying to get these first few sales. A little sale can definitely help. All right, Nia, do you have any other question?
no, yeah, just add those slides, extra slides of, satisfaction guaranteed. How does shipping look like? How does returns look like? FAQs. I know it's a new shop, so FAQs is hard, but if you actually have a physical shop somewhere, just think of like questions that people ask you and just kind of put those things.
Yes, but here, in order to, like, it's not necessarily FAQ, but like you are selling towards more international market, everything around shipping, return exchanges, the fact that it's going to come fast. Like if it's coming from, say, India or the EAU, what is going to be the tariff situation towards the US? Like,
Did you say EAU? Is that a French word?
what is it? Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I feel this also helps because your shop is new. If you can find some ways of adding social proof, that would be helpful.
Yes. And you will definitely have more chances if you have some lower priced item to make the initial sales here, like all your item. Like you may not be able to sell this one just yet because it's a big purchase and people tend to not purchase from new shops when they are making big purchases. They might, but like you may be able to make the first few sales on lower price items, which will build credibility for your shop, and then it will be easier to sell the bigger items.
That's a common recommendation if you have like high priced items like rugs. We have so many rug shops. You want to add like smaller priced items also, so we can kickstart the shop. There are a lot of repeat buyers who come to your shop once they are happy with like, shipping and everything. People don't mind spending $25, but when they have to spend $200, they think and they shop a little bit more. Also,
okay,
yeah, that's it, right, Cyril? Is there
yeah,
anything?
one thing we didn't mention, so on some of your images, on some of your listings, you have videos, and on some others you don't. Like this one that you sent us doesn't have a video. I will definitely encourage you to add a video, even if it's just a zoom out of these main photos to start. That just captures people's attention a little more. like a little
Yeah,
more
because
capturing
Etsy
their
will
attention, that
promote.
might be the difference.
Etsy will promote videos, like they openly say that 50% of their traffic like is video.
They
Also,
don't openly say that they promote it. They just say that in their analysis, a listing that has video has a better click-through rate, like 2x. So it doesn't mean for them they are going to show it and promote it just because it has video. They just say that compared to other listings that don't have one, they have a much better click-through rate. So you are more likely to get the click if you have a video.
yeah.
Just because people put their mouse like this on top of search result, and if it starts moving, they might just like stay half a second more, which is what you need to get the click sometimes.
Also, pro tip for you, like Etsy's color of the year is patinas, and you are using brass in a lot of things. So you can probably use that keyword in places where you can, like the green lamp, you can definitely use that.
Indeed. All right. Should we move to another listing?
Yeah, we have, I'm sorry, what's your name? I see your shop name, Florals and Splendor.
It's Claudette.
Sorry?
Claudette. Let me put it in.
Claudette.
Claudette.
Cool.
Yeah. It's a French name.
Yeah,
Uh,
my grandma's name.
Ah,
She was named Claudette.
yes.
All right. Different shop here. We go from lamps to more like floral composition, it looks like. Is there any particular listing that you are interested in looking at?
Well, I've had lots of views, but no one's really buying. I had about 3 sales, but I had it open for ages ago and tried to do it 5 years ago and it didn't work. So I left it and closed it. Then I've reopened it recently. So I don't know if that makes it bad.
It doesn't.
Yeah, okay. So then now I've looked at Listadum and there's like those 2 on the right at the top tends to have the most views. These 2, the cross in there, the heart, and also the first one. And the first one on there, but yeah, there's lots of favorites, but no sale.
when it's a
Not
beautiful
favorite,
product.
yes.
Yeah,
So these are like actual
Fish.
flowers.
they're artificial. I niche in
Oh, they're
artificial.
artificial. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is an interesting question. Why would a listing get views and maybe favorites, but don't convert into sales? Let's
Yes.
look into that. Very often it's a question of either like a mismatch between what people thought they were going to find when they click on the search results and what they actually found, and or the fact that you don't explain well enough what they are going to receive so that they are hesitant and they bounce. So let's look, like usually for these 2, and there is like a third category of problem. This mismatch can also come from either price, processing time. Like I need it for next week and it's going to take 3 weeks to arrive, therefore I'm not interested, or I clicked on the search result. It looked like it was going to be $30, but now that I've selected my option, it's $400. Obviously, it's okay. It might be, it might be part of the problem.
Okay.
Where basically there is a mismatch between what they clicked in the search result, thinking it was going to be $30, and then now it's almost $280 once you select an option, and the $30 option probably is there.
Yeah,
and so this is a good strategy to try to get people's attention and get the click, but it often works better if you don't have such a large amplitude between your lower, like your price leader and the actual product that you are going to see.
I think I would look at the price again, because these are the premium stems ones. So each flower can cost a lot of money. But I will look at the price again and reduce the profit. I was just covering myself because some of them can cost a lot, maybe up.
And you should definitely sell them at the right price for you. here the problem might not be the price of the flower. It might be the fact that when they click in the search result, they saw the price for the boutonniere, even though the image that was portrayed is probably an entire big
Is there-
bouquet.
Is there I think in this case, it almost calls for like connecting the variation to the image of what people are ordering, because I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
know.
Well, it might be better described than in other photos, for instance. No, not necessary. Okay, so maybe the next thing we can do. So first of all, there's maybe this price mismatch. This price, like when people click in the search result, they click because they saw this at this price. But then when they try to find it here, first of all, they might not know what to select in order to get that. And if they do, the price is 10x what they originally thought it is, which might be a deterrent. It might be, it might not be. So in your variations here, maybe you will want to like if you want it to be more honest, it's not dishonest. I don't want to say honest, dishonest here, but like if you want people to feel less it's a strong word. I don't want to. I don't think you are doing that intentionally.
But a lot of shops do use, and for some it works, for some it doesn't. But I feel that if your shop doesn't have that many sales, it almost works against you.
Yes.
Because we are trying to build like trust here. And if I'm looking at your listing, first of all, I feel like you've done a good job in images. You have amazing images, and I have seen shops who cater to wedding niche have similar images. So that's good. They almost open up with like a couple's photo, for example. Like you have photos. This listing has very good thumbnails. I'm not saying that, but in some of your other shops, like a last picture is of a couple holding your bouquet. I would almost open up with that. That would be your thumbnail image, because I have seen those work much better.
Which one?
Where did it go? I was so putting 1 second.
With the couple, did you say?
Yeah. I think it was in the for hire thing. Let's redo this thing. So this listing that we're talking about, as an outsider who have no idea what it is, I'm thinking, okay, this is a bouquet that I can buy, and it's around $30. So premium collection service. What does this mean? I have this bouquet. So you have all these options, but in the images, I don't really see what they mean. You have not described anywhere what is what.
Yes.
So that's a little confusing for me. In terms of
and like it's like for somebody who is buying, they might know what you mean by a boutonniere or small flower crown, but they might not. And even though it might be in the images, it might be good to just point out to the fact that like you just by adding some lettering to it, just by adding a caption on the fact that, well, these are options for courants or for boutonniere. There were like different boutonnieres here, and maybe for what the difference between the 15 inches or 18 inches or 22 inches
there's
bouquet
a lot
will
of
be like
missing from the images. I think, okay, so let's go through images one by one. I think I have some feedback on the images.
Okay, let's start by this one.
Yeah, this one is great. I don't know if you need to write examples of cascading here. This is your thumbnail image. But it's okay. It's not hurting it.
It is bespoke as well, listing. So people send their inspo. It says in the description that you send your inspo pictures, and these are just examples of what can be done.
Got it. Okay. So there's also like some
slide. No, that information needs to be in a slide. Like, send us your inspiration. This is our process. This is how we work.
You need to make a slide that explains the process here. The fact that you don't select from a list of options. You send us inspiration. Then we give you, like, I don't know, I've not read the description. we give you like a prototype, and if you accept it, then we send you the final product or something like this.
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
like having that as an image to explain your process, we put people at ease. And
Yes,
so-
yes,
And
yes.
people love that. For wedding, they love bespoke, they love all these things, but that is all not clear from your listing. I actually thought it was just that bouquet. It's a
Yes.
beautiful bouquet. But yeah, I thought I would start with that. I would start my thumbnail images like create your inspiration or whatever, like build the
Build.
bouquet of
Okay.
your dreams or something. I don't know, something which is like we will build what you want kind of thing, not just this image. So this image is not really saying anything about what your product is.
Okay.
Your second slide almost needs to be like how we work with you, send us your inspiration and all these things. This one just needs more informational slides than lifestyle shots.
Yes, I'm going to show something completely different just to show you a little bit how I would. So there are a lot of people that are going to use this type of images where they put like a photo or a collection of photo, but they also put some text in a box. And I don't know, I have to open like this. I feel like you need something like this. And the first image is great. It captures people's attention and you are getting clicks. But the second image should be, here are the different things that you can order. And the third image is your process. So your second image should be not a collage, but more something that shows that you will be able to order boutonnieres or bouquet or headbands or something like this. And the third thing, explain this is a completely custom process. You start by sending us inspiration and we work our way until you receive your final product. And then you go with the rest of your images to show example of what you can get, annotated to show like these are examples of boutonnieres that we have made. These are examples of bouquet. If there are like some common options, you do that. But like you will need, right now, all your images are beautiful images of things that can be created, but they're not annotated and people don't know like what do I order? And
Yeah.
you spend the time to write things in the description, but I'm sorry to say people don't read descriptions. Some people will read the description, of course, but the majority of people will have bounced by then. They need to find the information in the images. And so you will need to spend more time building images. I think this shop makes like relatively clean images where they manage to put a lot of text while showing beautiful images. And so they explain their process of what's been done and they annotate things. I can send that to you after if you want to take that as an inspiration for.
You can put it in the
something
chat,
to do.
Cyril.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, this shop is amazing. It's only a year and a half old and they have 35K sales. So this is kind of an example shop for everybody right now. But like, okay, don't just like, but take good examples from how they are describing their product and your process. Their font and style is very like funny because their product is funny. You are more like elegant, so your font selection would be more elegant and like all those things. Because when people think of weddings, everything is like wedding fonts and all these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So apart from that, I think, Cyril, I just want to kind of touch on like just go on the shop page. So yeah, I love the banner, and I'm curious why like you decided to put reopening, because you just opening it again now, or you're worried that it says 5 years. Is that
all of those two, all of that.
I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not needed. There are a lot of shops there who, but I can see if it works, sure. I wouldn't personally. I don't think people care about that. You don't need to prove yourself. Your work is already enough. I'm curious about bouquet for hire. How does that work?
That was a suggestion I thought about, and I've had a couple of inquiries, and I thought the way the world is, because this is mostly for UK.
Okay.
Did actually my first sale with that one that looks nice was from America, but by the time we looked at the cost to send it over with the duties and everything, it was the same price as the bouquet, with the because you got a discount on top, because I think there was a 20% discount or whatever, but it ended up being the same price as the bouquet. So I thought I have to make that clear. If the American person buy it, you're reliable for the fees, because it's too much. So I'm not expecting any really American sales. So it is geared more for the UK.
Yeah, there's no problem for that. Local markets like this are thriving, and the UK market is huge. It
is pretty big, but it's also like 50% of Etsy sales come from 53% sales come from US. So you're looking yourself. So you want to kind of create products which are like for both. This one say bouquets for hire UK only, so people don't even click there.
Right.
And yeah, that's a better thing, because people in US spend a lot on these things.
Yeah, I mean, it was an idea because they are artificial and they're reusable. Like I do decor, and all of it is reusable, so it's more on the sustainable route. Once you buy it,
I would put those things in the images and say like they are reusable, then they're sustainable, and what can you do after your wedding? What can you do with this bouquet? Like ideas, things like that. People like don't mind spending the money. A lot of people like to also preserve their bouquets or things. You can add like a bouquet preservation product also, if you think you can build that one. It's really fun. Like people love to do those things.
One also thing regarding this listing that we are looking at are this service selection that you have here for like destination wedding and standard service, and you also like put like destination upgrade available as a caption, destination upgrade available. This is also something that maybe deserve a photo on its own to explain what the services are, because you probably explained everything in the description, but like to take the example like of the description, let's look at even trying to find where it is. It's here. It's 3 tiny lines. You have to type learn more about this item. To do that on mobile, it's even more buried, like and more people are buying on mobile. So like counting on people to read the description is not always the best thing. So I'm sure like, okay, the destination wedding upgrade, planning to fly with your bouquet, we offer a specialized travel ready service. And what this covers, okay, so this entire thing here could be an image to explain what it is.
Also, I feel that the images are kind of, in terms of aesthetics, they're all over the place. Some are low lighting, some are not. So you like this one, in my opinion, the font is not great and the image is low lighting, so it's not adding anything to your listing.
Yeah, but these are more like for inspiration. Yeah, so
I know, but like,
it's
background in Canva and put a white background or some other color, like something, because it is low lighting. It kind of, the first image is like, wow.
I think this is important. Like there are niches and categories on Etsy where you can be more scrappy, let's say, but I think the wedding niche is very important to have an aesthetic and some I don't want to say luxury, but like almost like where attention to detail matters in the wedding category.
Even if you want to not spend luxury. So yeah, all the images just like, and I mean, I feel like it's a good product. It definitely can sell on Etsy and you have amazing, but there's like a lot more work to be done.
And I had help.
And then in your shop, I noticed that you have some print on demand stuff.
Yes.
I don't know what's your strategy there, but like if you do want to add that, I would say to buy some mock-ups, because this looks amazing, but then as you go down,
It's all to do with weddings mostly, and so
yeah, I see.
yes,
But like, see this one, the black one, it's just, I know it's a printify image. And this is what a lot of sellers like do in terms of, when they want to do a print on demand product, they use the mock-ups from that. But 99% of the people who are using Printify use these kind of images, so it doesn't help you stand out. And these mock-ups are like $2, $3, so it's worth investing
yeah,
in just those bridal mock-ups. Maybe that will help. Because
Yeah.
otherwise your shop's aesthetic is amazing. It's just like some of the images, when I
Yeah.
saw it's a little bit
Yeah,
different.
sometimes I've had a designer do them. I don't think they're finished actually, because this is still ongoing. So
Okay.
some of the pictures the designers created. So we have to use the one that they've designed properly. And
Okay.
some of them still need to be, he said, oh, I use the Printify ones till those are completed, but I will tell him to take them off and wait.
Yeah.
A lot of these ones, the ones underneath that black one, I think these are all the ones that the designer created.
Yeah, the design, they created the design, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
And so they put them on the people, to show example. I think that black one was straight from Printify, but the others are designed.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I think, well, this is not exactly listing critic here, but like for the bouquet part, at least the bouquet creation, this is something that is also, I don't know if you use a lot of social media, but like the process of creating this thing, don't hesitate to put a camera or two as you are like building and making the bouquets, because this is very social media worthy, and this will bring you traffic if you start posting this thing. So if you
Yeah.
don't, I will consider it. If you do already, it's going to work. And I feel like your intuition was correct at the beginning. If you are getting views but not getting sales, there is something blocking that, and this is what we need to look at. So we really encourage you to work on photos and trying to put yourself in the shoes of your buyers when they arrive on your listing. What do they understand? What do they need to understand to pull the trigger and buy the product? What is blocking them from doing that? And try to answer that with photos. And we'll let you work on this, but don't hesitate to reach out to us if you want a second opinion. Once you have made some of this update, we'll be happy to have another look and tell you what we think.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that. I'll have to get help because it takes, mind you, I think social media is because I use my website. So the social media goes to the website.
Yes.
This is sort of separate. I'm just trying to, get more into the online world. But but this is sort of standalone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. I think it would be confusing to do both on the social.
I understand. No, whatever works best. Like if it's better to send people to your website and services, then definitely do that.
How do you bring
I will
traffic
say
to your
though,
website right now? I'm just curious.
Social media, and I'm doing a bit of Google ads with Google ads. Actually, I did start off trying to do an agency, but it was too ridiculous priced. And
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
small business like me, but
Yeah.
I do a small budget and use Google themselves, which I didn't know, because I would have saved a lot of money, because I stopped that completely. It's just thinking this is ridiculous. This can't work for me.
Yeah.
But the Google ads actually help you for free. So they're helping me at the moment do a small amount to try and get some traffic through. And then I buy leads as well.
You
Yeah.
buy leads.
Like from Mark or
Yeah.
or add to event.
So to come back on the fact that yes, your social media is currently going towards your website, and that makes complete sense in the grand scheme of things. But if you, it's just a random idea here, but like if you could for maybe a few weeks, build a little bit of traffic going towards your Etsy, because it will build this momentum of like sales that convert. There's few sales, you will have some reviews, you will have more sales, your shop will look more
Yeah.
serious. So like in order to kickstart it, it will probably be beneficial to send a bit of this social media traffic to it at the beginning, even though it might not be your long-term play. Think about it.
Pinterest. We're using Pinterest for that.
Pinterest
so,
also, yeah.
yeah,
it's a good
it's
thing.
just starting to build up the Pinterest because it's visual. She said we would use Pinterest to
Yeah,
get
for sure.
this work.
Pinterest works.
Yeah.
Have you enabled? Sorry, have you enabled your Pinterest automation on Listadum?
What do you mean?
So with Listadum, you can just enable like auto pins, and it will pin your listings to your Pinterest board without you having to do anything.
Oh, I didn't know that's on Instagram. You've got a link to Pinterest. I thought that was just Facebook. Oh, okay.
Are you already
We have
doing
an
it from Instagram? Yes. Like on Listadum, there is this option at the top of Pinterest that's called Autopin. So after connecting your Pinterest to your shop, you can enable this option, and every day is going to take one of your listing and create a pin automatically for you. Listadum knows about your images, it knows about your title, description, tags, and so it's going to create something that's good for Pinterest and select the right board automatically and do that for you. This can be useful.
Okay.
If you're already doing it, or if you already have connected something else, that might not be necessary, but like it could work for you.
Yeah. No, I didn't know about that. So that's really interesting because I've got someone to start doing it. Then I can avoid doing that. And we just use that auto. Okay. So that's found where?
It's
in Listadum under promote and pins after
Promote.
connecting your shop. Yeah.
Okay. I'll look at that once we finish. Yeah, that's good. All right.
All right. Last listing. I think, Ahmed, this is your other shop? It says California.
Yeah, this is my another shop. I have a.
So why is it California? I'm so curious.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Okay. So first
I
of all,
have a
just like
warehouse
half
there.
of my,
Actually, I have a
I'm just looking at
warehouse
your
there.
shop. Oh, you have a warehouse. That's amazing. Yeah, I was thinking about this morning. Actually, people who are outside of US can probably utilize like warehouse fulfillment centers, but I haven't really myself looked into it. I will probably research a little bit more. Anyways, so Ahmed, first of all, yeah, your section names are shit because these are not SEO optimized. Sorry.
Strong.
Like people are not looking for mule mugs, and people think that sections are just like whatever sorting, but they are actually like an opportunity for keyword placement. So favorites, I don't know what that means. Probably, I don't know, but use the section names wisely, for what people are searching for. Does that make sense?
And think less about what the thing is. Sometimes you will want more to think about why or when they want to buy this and group them this way.
Yeah. Okay.
This is quite a different shop from the others again, and this one has a lot more sales and a lot more momentum going, which is great. The images are, for the thumbnail images, at least for these first few items, are fantastic.
Okay. Is there a particular listing you want to look at?
These ones, though, they scream AI.
Do they?
Oh, that is 100% AI. Oh, yes.
It looks good.
It looks good, but it screams AI. And I think people's eyes is getting more and more trained at recognizing and sometimes discarding AI-looking images. This one.
You mean if AI is changing the details of the product, that's wrong.
I'm not saying that it's wrong. I'm just saying that it has a particular aesthetic that is easy to spot, and that kind of become a little detrimental to your listings because people will just click it slightly less.
Okay, let's like open one of the listings.
Okay, I'm going to take one of the featured one here. As a thumbnail image, I think it's great. It's showing
Chalice.
the chalice in like nicely centered, the box it comes with. I think it's very important when something comes in a specific,
Velvet box. a
yeah,
square.
in a box, like if there is a gift box, if there is a box, if there is something that it comes in, and it's not just like the packaging sometimes is part of the product or
Yeah.
the buying experience, and so showing that is very useful. A lot of people will have put this image as the thumbnail, and I think this image is actually a lot more powerful. So,
Yeah. I
good
mean,
choice.
red kind of attracts attention, so that's also a good
Sure.
thing.
It's great that it has a video. I think, especially a video where you see a human hand manipulating the object, very important because it shows scale and it helps people understand the scale of the item. Also, you are zooming in and out, which shows the details. So this is great, very well done. And as we move towards the through the images, again we really believe that images are very, very important. So we show different shots, different angles with the box. It kind of becoming a little repetitive. It's more like artsy thing. It's still like by this image, you have not learned anything new about this thing. Like
That is true. Like, what is the use case of this thing?
So here, like, having like a little annotation to say the size in centimeter or inches would probably be helpful.
Yeah.
This is useful because you see the details, but the other ones, you don't necessarily show it unless maybe you want to do something specific about the box. Well, I don't know.
And
that
what
it
metal is
matters.
this?
But yeah, like annotated images will go a long way.
Okay, so wait, you can personalize it? I'm confused.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
So
you can personalize it.
So that's what you need to start with. Because
I
Etsy
would
is
I
all
would
about
experiment putting that
personalization.
a lot earlier. But like, yes, like put like definitely one of these images earlier. All these images, like think about it this way.
Wait, I want a question though. If this sells well, do people actually personalize it or they just buy it as is?
No, mostly 40% people personalize.
Okay, so that's already a good indication. I would start with that. Say personalized, handcrafted brass chalice. Adding that personalization option, Etsy is going to push you because Etsy is just all about personalization and custom things. And they naturally promote listings that have that. From your listing until the 10th image, I didn't know that it was like personalizable. So start with that. Start with like personalized, handcrafted brass chalice. And then, have images of that. I know it's hard to create, but I would remove these multiple images of chalice with the box.
The thing is that they don't necessarily bring so much. So fantastic thumbnail image, very click worthy. Don't change that.
Mm-hmm.
Then this image with an annotation for size to like
add size information.
another image to show the details. That is fantastic.
I would say handcrafted there.
Maybe as early as possible to start showing like maybe like in the 4th or 5th image to start showing personalization option and let people know that it can be personalized. And then another image that says with or without the box, because here clearly you have the options, although that's maybe not super necessary.
With engraved box? Wait, I'm confused. Go to variation. With engraved box? That's not right.
Why not?
Do you engrave the box? No.
Why not? Yes.
You're engraving the chalice.
Well, you can engrave the box as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So that's that's confusing. Sorry. All right. You need to like fix these images. First of all, informational slides of size, and then what each of the personalization option means. Like you can personalize the chalice, you can personalize the box, and
Yes.
then process of
Bring
like
the personalization much earlier in the images. 4th image should already talk about personalization, and it should show
the
like
process. I also want to see a process slide where it says like how do they need to send these things, because it's like how many characters can I add, what can I add, what placement can I do, things like that, because clearly there are multiple placements of this engraving, right?
yeah, it looks
says
like
gift
there is
wrapping
the
available. Is it an
stem,
old
yeah.
listing? Because Etsy doesn't allow gift wrapping anymore.
They do.
No, that's only for old listings.
This is 10 months. 10 months old shop.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I could not find a gift wrapping option in my listings.
Okay,
Anyways, there are
so
multiple placements here, so you can probably ask people like, where do they want it engraved? For example, this heart in the middle is a good place for engraving, but it will be limited by number of characters. Does it make sense?
yes,
Yeah,
this image here is maybe a little confusing. I will admit, like, because you have a watch here, you have like an urn here. It's hard to know what these options can be. Like, so for personalization, definitely show the option of where it's going to be. You can personalize maybe on the stem part here. Well, it looks like on this chalice thing, it's going to be here. On the box, it's going to be a plaque that is going to be added on the box. Like, I will definitely, this image here for personalization is maybe a little confusing.
Yeah, and I would almost take a video of somebody personalizing it and add it to the last 5 seconds of the video, because that just adds more value. And I just create that, like in Canva, you can stack images and just like stack videos and just 15-second export it. But yeah, I mean, it's not written anywhere that it's personalized and all these things. Like use Etsy's current strengths to get more sales, basically.
Yeah.
It's in wine.
Especially if 40% of people currently personalize, and obviously your personalized option, are they more expensive when you personalize? They are not.
They
little
are,
bit, only 5%.
yeah, so that's actually great. Wait, what does variation mean? Can you
Well,
name it
it
better?
means that it has not been named.
Yeah, it has not been named. No, sometimes there's a custom property or something.
Yeah.
So I would say, and like, personalization option, name your variation as personalization option, or, like, what would it be? Options or something. It's not a big problem, but if you say gift wrapping available, what kind of, like, you are just missing a lot of informational slides, and people just over optimize on aesthetics and just lifestyle images on Etsy, but that's just not the thing anymore. You need a lot of informational slides. That's why I feel like Etsy increased it from 10 to 20 images. And
Especially when you work with a lot of variations. But
yeah,
like
when you work with a lot of variations.
in your
And
case, yeah,
try
in
it.
your case, it's more about like removing all these, not necessarily removing, but pushing them back. All these images that don't
I would just add like your
and bringing
text here.
personalization closer.
Yeah, I would just say your text here in Canva, and then just like put it where it's like possible to place these things. It's a great giftable item. I'm sure people would like to, use this. I can't see the tags and stuff in this, Cyril. Like, I don't know. We didn't really touch on that. Yeah.
We didn't, but
Also, you do have reviews in this shop, so like add a slide for reviews. And again, same feedback, add like how things are shipped, basically FAQs. So I would like say 60% of your images should be informational. That's it. You don't need like so many lifestyle images because people can actually just see it. You need a close-up shot, you need a 360-degree shot, you need basically all the information of what it would be when they receive it. Right, Cyril? Anything else?
No, that's correct. I think. Oh my, that's not what I wanted to do. I am trying just to access this. We've not talked too much about tags, indeed, but like the tags for this listing using the extension, I'm just on a different web browser, but like it's like medieval party decor, gold chalice, Renaissance mug, brass cup, medieval goblet, chalice cup, glass goblet, wine goblets, goblet glasses, Gothic wine glass. It's a lot of goblets.
We can't see your screen. You're still showing some
I
files.
I'm not going to show it. I'm just
Okay.
reading them to you. So like in your tags, you're using your 13 tag, which is great, but there's a lot of repetition, and it's more about like trying to get more words. Right now you are using the word chalice or goblet 5 times each, and so you could probably remove some of these tags and use it for more words that describe
Yeah.
the item. So like,
But like step one is images, fix your images, everything else comes like later. And then if you're getting 20 views a day, which is already good traffic,
it's
you are-
all about converting.
it's about converting, and images is the big thing. Like if you're getting 20 views, that means your thumbnail image is good. But if you're not converting, that means that people are not convinced. It's that simple.
Yeah.
I think that is it, right, Cyril? I think Claudette has a comment in the chat saying she has configured Pinterest multiple times. Maybe we can take that offline.
Yes. Claudette, I will have a look to your configuration to see what's going on, but I think having the ability to reconfigure the integration doesn't mean it will prevent you from doing anything. All right, let me stop this
Yeah.
recording.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for attending this office hour session where we reviewed a bunch of listings. I hope this was useful.
Yes.
Very different listings from what we are used to see usually. So I'm happy we saw something very different today. The recording for this will probably be published on our YouTube channel. And if you have more questions, don't hesitate to reach out via the live support on Listadum. We are always here to help. Both of you, we put a lot the emphasis on images. We really believe that you need to convey a convincing story and help people answer the question and push them towards the add to cart button through the images. So please work on your images, and once you have done that, don't hesitate to send us your updated listings, and we'll be happy to review them again and tell you what we think, or how we or give you more ideas on how to make them even better.
We have this session again soon. We do these reviews pretty often, so feel free to like join again if you want to like review with changes, or reach out.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, have a great day, everybody, and
Good night.
Claudette, I'll be
They are
in touch.
not in our time zone today.
Oh yes, have a great evening then. Great night.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, have a good evening and good night.
Take care. Bye
Bye,
bye.
everybody.
Bye.